The United States government once seized the scientist's books, destroyed all of his equipment, and then threw his butt in jail. And it all started because he believed some invisible force or energy existed throughout the universe. Think that sounds crazy? Wait till you hear the rest. The scientist's name was Wilhelm Reich, and he wasn't just some random guy. He was actually a student of Sigmund Freud, you know, the most famous psychologist on earth. But Reich would eventually develop his own theory that would make him one of the most controversial figures of the 20th century. Reich believed that there was a living force that was present in all things, in nature and living beings. He called it orgone energy, and he believed that orgone energy could affect humans' health, behavior, and emotions. And unlike most people with unusual theories, he didn't just stop at writing about it. He actually went to go create machines to tap into this orgone energy. Reich invented something called orgone accumulators. Basically, these wooden boxes that were layered with metal, and you would basically sit in them, as you can see here, and it would concentrate the energy into your body for healing benefits. He also created these machines called cloudbusters, which were these pipe-like devices you see here that were aimed at the sky. And he believed they could interact with atmospheric energy and potentially affect weather patterns. And a lot of people believed this. And a lot of other people thought they were all nuts. However, one man did take interest in the orgone energy. Albert Einstein. You see, Einstein believed in it enough to invite Reich to his home and begin experimenting there. However, this is when things got serious. And in the 1950s, the United States Food and Drug Administration began investigating Reich. They said he was making unsupported medical claims and took him to court. And a federal court would eventually order Reich to stop selling the orgone accumulators. But Reich refused to appear in court. He believed that a federal court had no ruling over scientific ideas. And that decision of his changed everything. You see, eventually the FDA and authorities came to seize all of his equipment. And there were also thousands of publications about orgone energy written by Reich and others that were completely destroyed as ordered by the United States government. Some of his books and materials were actually burned under court order. Reich was later convicted of contempt of court in 1957, so he was sent to prison. And later that same year, at 60 years old, he passes away. And whether orgone energy really exists is still debated today. The real question is, how many other scientists do you know in America whose books were burned, whose machines were seized, etc., thrown in jail? This is the United States of America. Very interesting story. Hope you guys enjoyed. New videos every Thursday. And until next time.